hit the like button, whatever it is, because we got everything y'all need, man. Listen, and what you ain't looking for, you gonna be looking for it then.
Scribe or Deebo gonna whoop your ass.
So, Lamar Jackson, the top 100, it came out, and I guess Lamar Jackson has been ranked at 69 this year in the 2026 top 100 list. He dropped 67 spots from last year's list, Joe. You agree with this? You against this? What do you think, John?
Look, it's the NFL is a what have you done for me lately. So you can't just say Lamar. Obviously, Lamar Jackson, his last year when he was ranked number 2, he threw for 4,100 yards, 41 touchdowns, 4 picks. Ran for damn near a stack. Ran the ball 139 times for 915 yards. So obviously, we know Lamar Jackson, who he is. He only played 13 games last year, and he ran the ball 67 times, only ran for 349 yards, threw for 2,500 yards, 21 picks, and 7 interceptions. So for Lamar's standards, he wasn't as good as he was last year. So obviously, it's a what have you done for me lately? We're not saying Lamar Jackson isn't who he is, but you got to continue and put it in the bank every single season. So last season, he wasn't a number 2 player. You can say he's not the, when we say it sounds crazy, but no, Lamar Jackson, we know he's not the number 69th best player in the NFL.
You think he's right? Do you think he's 69?
But last season,
or you think he's lower or higher?
I think, but last season, that would be okay to put him there. 1,000%. Like just from his statistical standing and how he was injured, his hamstring, he wasn't running like the way we was watching him sometimes like Deebo, like, oh, he's not hitting the corner like he used to because it's just he was dealing with a hammy. So Lamar Jackson at 75% it could be the 69th best player in the league. For sure. Lamar Jackson at 100% is the first best player in the league. He showed that. So I don't think it's bad, like nobody's knocking him. It's just you've seen what he's capable of. So when you set your standard to what it is, and other people are playing well too. They're putting up better numbers. It's each season. So it's seasonal. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just rocking with it is seasonal. We're not saying like
I understand
last year. Okay. So what do you think he should have been higher?
And it's not. I'm agreeing with what they came out with. I'm cool with that. I think he could have been a little higher, but when you take away, or he lost what made him that elite quarterback, which was being able to use his legs and getting and being a double threat. Then it's going to drop you. But 67 spots. That's
67 spots, but just look at comparable to the seasons that he had. Like the numbers.
I understand what you're saying. This right here is it is what it is. Because when it comes down to it, here's the big thing. On this top 100,
the players.
The players. Current players. Only active players. Okay? It don't matter what the media think. It don't matter what the coaches think. It's current active players only. Okay? So, this is how it works, though. When you go and you do the ranking, you do the top, I think it's 20. It's top 20, yeah. So you rank the top 20 players in the league, and you put them at, 1 through 20, okay? So each player gets a vote, and based on where that vote is, it's a number attached to it. So a first place vote gets you 20 points. A second place vote gets you 19 points. And then a 20th vote gets you 1 point. And then that goes from first all the way to 20, with the points going from 20 all the way down to 1. Okay? Now, and then NFL Films, they total up the points from the ballots, and the highest guy is number 1, all the way down to whoever is the 100th highest. That's how you get your 100 current players. Okay. Now, it's one of two things that's happening here. All right. So,
what you thinking, Deebo? What's going on?
Listen. I hate to say this, Joe. Okay, but it's probably a little bit of maybe self-sabotage, I like to say. So
you think they're hating?
So you know how you do the voting, right? Here's something else too. When we do the voting, you remember we did the voting, right? We did it in season. After practice, how many guys actually went in there and really sat down and did the whole thing? And how many guys didn't do nothing and was like, yo, I'm getting out of here. I got to get up out of here. So it may not be the whole thing. And then again, like I say, it's self-sabotage as far as like I'm trying to get my quarterback a higher position. All right. So, and since we're talking about quarterback, let's talk about quarterback. Okay. I go and I know Matthew Stafford is going to get votes. I know he might get the number one. Say he's the best player in the league this year. He's a quarterback. I know he's going to get the number one. Okay. He's going to get that, put at number one. But I want my quarterback. I feel like my quarterback should be up there too. So instead of me voting him 1, I might put him at 20, put my quarterback at 1. And here's something else.
That's that. Yeah.
As in the Pro Bowl, with the Pro Bowl, you can't vote for your own players.
That's the Pro Bowl. We took the Pro Bowl seriously. And I was making sure we made sure, because we had an OG and you had to vote for the corners. We only vote for the receivers. And who did the linebackers vote for?
When I first came in and started doing it, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You voted for everybody.
For everybody.
Man, and it was you come in, it's up on the board. Hey, this is who we voting for. It's these 3. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, who is that? Why are we voting for him? Oh, well, we got to make sure that our guy get in. We ain't gonna vote for Suggs. We know people go vote for Suggs. We got to make sure our guy get in. So we go vote for nobody. We go vote for somebody that we know ain't gonna make it. So you eliminating the vote.
I know. I
giving it to somebody you know ain't gonna make it.
That's the finagle.
So,
that's the finagle.
Yeah, that's the finagle. Or they actually feel this way. This is what it is. Because the players now, they know. Lamar Jackson, like you said, he ain't the dude that he was last year. So coming into 2026, his ranking gonna be lower. Yeah. You know, and he's not gonna get as many votes.
That's the one reason too, if younger dudes or people that weren't on the list before, it's hard for you to crack in because there's so many people that's just like, no, he's in because of who he is. He's in because of who he is. It's like you can't do that because that's when you start pulling away from other dudes that had great seasons. And just because, like, we're not saying he's better than him, we're just saying he had a better year. So, like, that's the only part where I'm looking at it where it's like, I like the way that the players are sometimes when you're just being honest on it, like, nah, this dude right here gave me work. Nobody might not know his name, but that's the only way you can break it in. Cause like Pro Bowls, if somebody had less sacks than the young dude that came in, 15 sacks, but a dude that everybody knows he had 10 and he's just getting voted in because that's just what he does. You got to have the players like, no, this dude gave me work. You know what I'm saying? So just legitimately, that's the only way you can be able to kind of crack the code and get kind of real rankings. It's like, no disrespect, but your name is who you are. We're not knocking you, but your season one isn't as good as Young Buck. Young Buck came in here and spazzed. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you just knowing people and like just doing what they do. That's good to do. But if you're still putting that your name and your numbers, that's why, like with AB, you're going to be consecutively the number one, just trying to go triple crown or leading the league in receptions and in yards. That's why you can be who you are when you do it several years in a row. Because it's not just like somebody going to say, oh, no, like AB's just the best. Look at his numbers. Look at what he's doing. Like, that is why we're saying it.
Yeah, for sure.